Get a clap sync. Clap sync. Hey gamers, I've got a problem. I bought this nice Nintendo Switch Pro controller and it's gross. Brand new, but it don't work. I don't know what the problem with this controller is, but the control stick squeaks whenever you push it up. Listen to this. You hear this? Listen, wait. It doesn't sound like a big problem, but whenever you're using the controller, it actually is, because it prevents you from moving all the way in one direction. It's like a quiet little squeak, but it's bad. I don't really know how to fix that without going inside of the actual controller. So that's what we're gonna do today! Now, the thing about this controller is that there's no way in it, actually. You can't actually get in this controller without unscrewing these little screws on the bottom. Do you see those screws? That's what we've got to do first. So you don't really see anything else on this controller because there isn't anything else on that controller. There's only those two screws. So we're gonna do that real quick. Oh, a huge, disgusting spider. Ew. I killed you. Fairly well, Mr. Spider. This device is called a screwdriver. Yeah. Apparently, you can only get these specialty from Nintendo or from the faceplate manufacturers, because Nintendo is really picky about not wanting you to get into their controllers, which is really dumb. Older controllers, like perhaps the N64 or the GameCube controllers, are a lot easier to modify. Now, I'm not an expert on modification, but I have modified a singular N64 controller before, so I'm not a noob or anything. So we gotta take this little screw right here out, and it's very important that we don't lose that screw. Yeah, and then these guys just slide right off, and we want to hold on to these. There's the second one, and then we just slide it off. See that? See how it goes on? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Just gonna slide it back on, see? Slides on and off, really easy, very, very intuitive design here. Oh fuck. Okay, so we got those guys off. Now we can clean this, because as you can see, kind of gunky in there. I don't know why this controller is so gunky. This is the newest controller that I have, and I've used it the least. So, I mean, you see these screws right here on the back? That's where we're going next. Remember to put them all near each other. We don't want to lose any of these screws. Now, from my knowledge, the order that you take out the screws doesn't matter, but the order that you put them back in does. And don't panic, I'll cover it. Come on, dude. Bruh. There we go. It's a gentle smack to the back, and it just popped right out. Smack back to the something. I don't remember how that song goes. Yeah, I do. Remember every word.
Monster Getty. Bruh. These nuts.
Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. Boing. There we go. Okay, so now this should just come apart, I believe. Where's it come apart at? Now here's the thing. I don't want to break this, because it's actually really expensive. Back comes off. Boom. The back came off. There's my battery. Wow. Huh. See, look at all that gross shit, dude. This is like almost fresh from the factory. I've used this maybe 10 hours. So there's no way this is just gamer gunk from my hands. Now, you can use whatever you want to clean yours, but I've seen some people recommend using a toothbrush, but I don't brush my teeth. So I'm going to be using a paintbrush. Give me just a second here. I'll get my brush. Where in the hell did I put this paintbrush? Over there. Hold on. Yeah. I'm just going to gently take this paintbrush and run it across any dusty or grimy or gamer gunky areas, just to clean it off, brush it off, make it nice and clean. Also, just use my finger, you know. Ain't no shame in using your fingernail for the shit that's really stuck on there. Now, here's the part that you guys probably won't have. See, I've got this nifty 8-in-1 screwdriver tool here, and I'm going to use one of the smallest flatheads so I can clean very well this little crack here that I can't really get with the paintbrush. Now, you can use anything here. I heard even a toothpick will work, but I am just using what's on hand. Okay. I'm gonna hit the brush, and there we go. That's one side clean. Yeah, okay. So there are some on the either side of the controller. These little holes right here on the sides. Don't know if you can see those. Those are the holes. Those have little screws in them, and we've got to get those out. So those are going to be probably the hardest screws to do. And there's also this one down here. I'm not going to unscrew. I'm not going to fuck with this one yet because I really don't know what it does. I recommend having a flashlight too if you're going to do this. It's kind of difficult. I've got this desk lamp here. It's probably in your way. It's probably been in your way the whole video now that I'm thinking about it. Fuck me. Yeah, being able to see what you're doing really helps. Sorry, blind people. Let me flip that bitch over, and this should just come right off. Should just come right off. Just come right off. You know, this should just come right off. Should just the faceplate should just come right off. It should just come right off. I don't get it. Why is it not just coming right off? It should just come right off. Maybe a little bit of elbow grease is necessary. It should just come right off. Hold on just a second, gamers. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back! Now, I was struggling with this battery. You're supposed to take the battery out, but now that I've taken the battery out, we can continue. There are two little, at the top of the battery here, there are going to be two little holes. Inside of each one of these holes, there's also going to be a screw, and you need to screw them out. There we go. You should immediately feel it if you're like me. The controller just got a lot more flimsy in my hands.
Bruh.
Just go. There's one.
Bruh.
And there's two. Make sure you always sort your screws based on how long they are. These are multicolored. They come in two different colors. Some of them look gray, and some of them are like silver. And I like to sort them all by their size. Anyways, so now that we've taken all the screws out, we should just be able to very easily pull this faceplate off. I think. What the hell, actually? It's not, like, working. There's a squirrel outside. Boy, if you come in here, I'm gonna beat your ass. Now we got those screws out, we should just be able to pop it apart like that. Now, it is gonna take a little bit of work. You gotta start at the, the grips, and then you have to work your way up to the faceplate. Like that. There'll be a quiet little clicking noise, and then you can just easily pull the two apart. Now there is a ribbon cable. We're going to be very careful that we don't touch it. You see me, I am not a controller expert. I don't know what any of these little parts in here do. See this ribbon cable? It's holding them together, holding the two parts together. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do, but I do know that I'm not going to fuck with it because I don't want to break it. Okay. Cool! Now for the cleaning part. This is the part that's the easiest. All you're going to do is you're going to take your little brush or your toothbrush or whatever you've got. I recommend you use a toothbrush, but I've only got this this little paintbrush here. It's horsehair. You're going to gently push your control stick around. You're going to clean it off. Clean all the dust off. Now be very careful. This is very easy to hurt the electronics inside of this controller, and you don't want to fuck anything up. I'm also not going to be held responsible if you fuck up your controller, okay? So don't you even fucking blame me. If you fuck up, it's your own damn fault. Take responsibility for your actions instead of blaming other people for your own dumbassery. So, here's what we're gonna do now. We've, for better or worse, cleaned the inside of this controller. We've cleaned around the sticks so that way they can move more freely. And, we've got all the debris and everything out of it. So now, I want to put on this new faceplate here, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. See, it's solid gold. So, for those of you who can't see right now, which I bet is all of you, working on the front face of the controller. This is the back side. 1, 2, 3, 4 little screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, gotta undo all these screws, and then we should be able to theoretically slide this little piece out of here. Now be very careful. Again, if you break the electronics, you're gonna break your controller, and you're gonna be out $80, and I'm not gonna be held responsible for that. So don't be retarded. Please God, don't be retarded. Now we have our little faceplate. This is probably going to feel very scary, but I promise you it's not. This is probably the easiest thing we've done. All you're going to do is reach in here. You're going to gently, emphasis on gently, you don't want to break anything. Lift out the D-pad with its little plastic thingy. See that? It's made with that little groove to go where the stick is. So that's just where it's gonna go. Just pop it back in there, nice and easy. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we're gonna do that for all the rest of the buttons. You could alternatively just do this. Just flip it over, you know? That works too. You do you, man. Oh, fuck. Okay, maybe don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. I don't know what any of these do. Also, don't worry about mixing up the buttons. They have these little grooves on them. Do you see the little notches? They have those little notches on them. I tell you where they go, but I'm just playing it up so you can be afraid with me. Just pop them back into their homes. Very easy, very simple. Now this is for the home button. You can tell because it's got this little plastic piece right here around the outside. So let's just locate wherever in the fuck we did with the home button. So, very crucial that you put the home button in the right way, or else you're gonna have a crooked home button. Here we go. Like the wrapper. And then we're gonna drop in the, I got a bad feeling that's not in there, right? Nope, it's crooked. Okay. There we go. Excellent. Now on my faceplate, I'm having to put forth a little bit of extra pressure on the back of this home button to get it to go into place. That's normal. Don't put in so much that you crack the casing. That's not what you want. You just want to put in just enough to get it to go into the hole. Now we've got the minus button, plus button, and finally our screenshot button. That is going to go right in here. What in the fuck? Screenshot button goes into its home. Everything's in its home now. This guy goes on the back of the home button. Boom. Done. Now I got this dude. He goes on the back of the two buttons over here. Opposite of the home button and the plus button. So the screenshot and the minus button. There we go. Now all of our buttons are back in place. We can get to work on the rest of the fucking controller. This is really stressing me out. So the rest of this should just be a very, very easy flip job. Also, in retrospect, you don't have to take out all four of those, I'll fix it in editing. They didn't make this fucking screwdriver magnetic. This is actually the worst thing I've ever had to deal with in my life. I'm just dropping the screws down into the casing. Okay, that's fucking, it's so cool. Oh my god, why can't it just be easy? Why can't it just work? Everything else has worked so far, except this one fucking thing. Cocksucker! Fuck! I fucking hate this. That's one down. Yes, I've got heartaches by the number. Okay. Whew. Now, it's very important that you get these guys tight. You don't get them too tight. If you get them too tight, you risk breaking the electronics. God, I love screwing and then watching the screw do nothing. Fuck yeah, man. Now, here's the thing about this part now. Screw each screw in a little bit at a time. So I'm going around each one of these 4 screws, and I'm giving one turn of the screwdriver, and then I'm moving to the other one. What this does is that each time you screw in one of these screws, it's putting a little bit of pressure onto the circuit board. So you want to do a little bit at a time, so that way it all goes down evenly. If you're going down a little bit at a time, then you risk breaking the precious little fragile electronics on the inside. This would be a lot easier if I could remove this fucking ribbon cable. It's been 3 hours. Make sure when you do this project that you have, hold on, a pair of tweezers. Makes it a whole lot easier to put these ribbon cables back into place. Shit. Well, in theory, make sure you're very gentle with the ribbon cables. They will break very easily. Shit. This is gonna be completely fucking broken by the time I'm finished with it. Okay. I want to find the motherfucker who invented ribbon cable, and I just want to beat them to a pulp. Oh, this invention is gonna revolutionize electronics. Shut up, nerd. Revolution my ass. Revolution these fat fucking nuts. Idiot.
Got him!
Now that that's over with, we can put it back together. There we go. Click. Boom! This is the finished product. Isn't that pretty? I love the gold. It's very nice, very reflective. I don't like how it's gonna show a lot of fingerprints, so that kind of blows, kind of blows a really big horse cock. But you know, it will deal. You just gotta wipe it off when you're done with it. It's whatever. Anyways, guys, yeah, I really enjoyed making this video. If you wanna see more controller DIY videos, let me know in the comments. Also, make sure you leave a like if you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later. So, like, throw me a bone, man. Come on, I got 200 subscribers. Yeah, that's really all I got for you today. Oh, wait. You guys hear that? Dude, that's the old outro music. I'm gonna get so demonetized.